Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. It's your pal Wes from Perfect Circuit, and today we're doing a little bit of a crossover episode. We asked a few of our friends from around the internet what their favorite filters were, but not just their favorite Eurorack filter. We got a couple of desktop options as well, and it's just gonna be a blast, man. You're gonna love it. So I'm gonna turn it over to these fine lads, and they're gonna tell you all about their favoriteest filters.
Hey, what's happening, friends? It's Dean from Electronisounds, and my favorite filter is the Sense Acid Box 3. What I like about it most is that it's a stereo filter, so it pairs really well with all of my synthesizers and drum machines. It's got a low-pass mode and a bandpass mode, and also a really robust modulation section. Let's take a quick listen to what it sounds like. In this example, I've got a beat coming out of the Electron Digitact, and I've paired that up with the Virus Darkstar, which is probably my favorite synthesizer to run through the Acid Box. Everything is being mixed and recorded using the 1010 Blue Box. Let's take a listen. Let's talk about the modulation section of the Acid Box. First off, we have an envelope follower, which is going to allow you to create an envelope shape based on the dynamics and the volume of your incoming audio signal. We can send that envelope shape over to this modulation level knob, and that's controlling just how much movement is actually being sent to the cutoff knob. Next up, we've got a built-in LFO, which we can also use to move this cutoff knob. We've got lots of different waveforms that we can use for this LFO, and it can also go really fast all the way down to a really slow setting. If we needed to go even faster or even slower, we can divide or multiply the tempo of that LFO. And lastly, if we want the modulation of the LFO section to really sort of stick to the tempo of our track, we can tap along with the tempo of our track and get it moving in sync with our rhythm. Let's take a listen to this modulation. Here I've just got a really simple synth one-shot coming out of the Digitact with absolutely zero modulation on it, and we're running that through the Acid Box. Let's take a listen. Happy filtering, everyone, and big thanks to Perfect Circuit for having me on.
What's going on, guys? My name is Scott. I go by the alias Coma Tek. I make music, I sound design, I DJ. Today, I am with Perfect Circuit, and I'm going to show my favorite filter, the Akari from Bastel and Casper Electronics. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The Akari is a great fully analog stereo filter. It includes a lot of great features that you'd normally see on most filters, but I think what makes this one special is its ability to switch from not only low pass and high pass, but also twin peak or band pass as we formerly know it. And what I really like to do on this filter is change up the resonance and the spread and pan settings with a little bit of CV modulation to get some really interesting kind of stereo panning effects that can really make this filter shine. The Akari also has a built-in envelope follower, which I think is really great for adding some extra movement or animation to the module. Very nice to put into the VCA to get some of that natural movement going inside the module itself. It also, on the envelope follower, has a medium, slow, and fast setting. Akari also has an input gain of up to 5 times that you can get a very nice overdriven signal, something I really like to do on the little low-end basses. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me today and checking out the Akari. I'll have details to everything I do in the description below, but let's turn it over and hear what everyone else's favorite filter is.
Hey everybody, it's me, Ross Fish. You might know me as the guy from the internet, or maybe even the guy from your cell phone. I don't know. When I'm not exhibiting self-destructive qualities on the internet, I can be found in my house making electronic music in a variety of different styles. Currently, I like making really mangled and destructive beats. My favorite tool to do that is the Sherman Filter Bank. Check out this cool video as I describe to you why I like the Sherman Filter Bank and all of the reasons why it is a fun tool to play with and is something that you should purchase. Thank you. So over here, I've got a racked version of the Sherman Filter Bank too. It's in a rack with a delay unit and a reverb unit and a dual cassette deck. I like to run cassettes into the Sherman Filter Bank to use it as a really fucked up distortion and filter module. Here's what a cassette tape running through the Sherman Filter Bank sounds like. I'm currently using it as a high pass and low pass configuration. Here we go. I find that the Sherman Filter Bank benefits most from having a little bit of the dry signal mixed back in with the final output. So here's what that sounds like. One of the benefits of the Sherman Filter Bank is that it's got a bunch of insane features that you wouldn't normally find on a filter module. Like, for instance, you can route the incoming signal to FM any of the filters. So here, you'll see it adds some really weird squarbles to the sound. In addition to that, you also have an onboard LFO that can go to audio rate to add even more weird warbles and aliasing. Yowza, yowza, that's a spicy meatball. So I mostly use the filter bank as sort of a general purpose kind of filtering in this mode, and I like to perform the knob turning with my hands. So in addition to messing with the LFO, Sometimes I'll mess with the gating feature that's built into this AM envelope over here. And to do that, you usually have to turn the input stage down a little bit, as you can see the trigger light flickering here. So I'm going to turn down the dry signal and just get the wet signal coming through here. And now you can hear the gating really working. Let's turn that input signal down even more. So this is cool for like DJ style editing. Maybe you're using this with a pair of turntables, I don't know. But this is a fun feature too. So I'm not sure how useful this video is for you, but this is how I like to use the filter. And you know, I'm a guy in my house, and I wear short shorts. And that's okay, 'cause we're all different here, I guess.
All right, and that's all we got for you today. Let's thank our guests, and you can find out more about them down in the description. All of their details will be down there, and we love them all, so you should check them out, see what they're up to. We're so happy to have everybody here talking about their favorite filters, and we're going to talk more about favorite other things too. So we'll catch you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check the details for the description of the details.